But, hello folks, welcome back to Pokemon Insurgence. Now, off screen I have done a little bit of training. And, remember when, we found out that Flygon had armor? Well, I went ahead and to the Safari Zone and they were like, yeah, just go ahead and take one. So that's pretty hype. Plus it has an IV and physical attack. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I just changed the custom move to Boulder. I wanted to call it Boulder Break, but unfortunately, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I have another idea for a name for it. No. Rollin'. Keep rolling. There we go. Reason I did that is because you really don't get any physical rock moves for a while. Well, you don't get any rock moves, period, for a while. But, yeah, here's what the team's looking like now. We have this armored Flygon who's, with the armors, defenses actually go up quite a lot. I think its speed lowers a bit, but, you know, small price to pay. Then we have Grimmsnarl, which is our Dark Fairy type with pretty good moves, I gotta say. The Ice King, the Delta Gardevoir. Ice Electric's not the best type combination, but hey, it's unique and it's very versatile for what we're using it for. And of course, me, who's falling behind drastically because the problem is this thing hits pretty hard, but it's squishy. Doesn't really have that much defenses. And then Samihada, the Delta Haxorus. Yeah, I managed to find an Iron Head. Very useful. And then Vulcan, the Mega Typhlosion. That hasn't changed. But team's looking pretty balanced, I gotta say. Now that being said, I don't think that I am quite ready for the next gym. But so let's do a little bit of training around. Perfect for rolling. Yanmega wouldn't be it's not a bad option though for any sort of team building. Yes, I've said it before that Sceptile is easily my favorite grass type starter. I know, but I can't find a place for it in the squad. As much as I would love to use it, I can't find a place for it. Plus, hiss! Hiss! Good thing I'm not a special attacker. Flygon's in reality a mixed attacker, but it's more physically based than special based, so the hit to special attack doesn't really bother me that much. Gonna try to get mostly, if not completely everyone to at least to level 60. I'd like to, but I don't think that's going to be likely. I think I'll try to... Oh, dear. Try to get them to at least level 58. And there's a Nuzlocke killer, folks. Why not in Wobbuffet or Nuzlocke enders? Actually, I'll be fair with you. Any Pokemon that has Counter or Mirror Coat in some way is a run killer. This is why you gotta be careful with things like Hitmontop, because it has Counter. It's also one of the reasons why you don't underestimate Milotic either. Most of his weaknesses are special base, and yes, it can learn Mirror Coat. Same goes for Stormy. I've also done that with Stormy in the past, when I did competitive battling. I cannot tell you how many people I caught off guard by running Mirror Coat on Stormy. Had to egg move it, but hey, worth it. I guess I'll catch one. Because his Mega Evolution is busted, as we found out. Stop it. Stay in the ball. You're joking, right? Okay. Next ball. If next ball fails, I'm just knocking it out. Yep. Well, bye. Yeah, I think 58 is a more realistic level. I'm going to train myself because I'm really falling behind everybody. Well, what's the next story beat? Because that Armored Flagon's going to carry for a while. So, just Rampardos normally in the wild, eh? That's kind of terrifying. Ah. So it does lead to the way where we're supposed to go. Okay, so... Shuckle! I already have a Shuckle, so... So I wonder if this Safari Zone has any secrets in it. Let's slow the game down a bit so I can properly figure a few things out. Dino, huh? Well, Hydreigon's not a bad Pokemon by any means, but it's... The quad weakness to Fairy is quite unfortunate. Okay, there's nothing there. Hey, speak of the devil. Well, might as well try. And this is why nobody likes the Safari Zone's old mechanics. I'm happy that as of Oris, we're never going to see the proper Safari Zone ever again. Oh sure, just catch the Sand Slash like it's nothing. Yeah. Oh well, what am I complaining about? I caught a wild Flygon in here. Can't traverse waterfalls just yet. So there's a secret here. Wild Credilli, eh? Well, if you need a wall... You know, I never really understood the concept of throwing rocks at Pokemon. How does that even work? Especially if they are rock type? Ooh, that's not bad. Well, that didn't work. There is some sort of side quest involving the desert. Wild Flareon. If only I liked Flareon more. Throwing rocks just isn't right. A wild Weavile. Well. There are some buff Pokemon in the Safari Zone. That's kind of crazy. There we have you. If you were shiny, I might talk with you a bit more. Livani. Two quad weaknesses are unfortunate, but I thought Livani was supposed to be mostly female. Huh, there's a rarity. Yeah, of course. Ding dong. What? You kicked me all the way out? Well, that's rude. Alright, let's take a quick look. Okay, it says here I need to head to the desert area and then check the most southeasternmost rock to find this item. Ooh, that ain't bad either. Well. Ah, Dawn fan. I'm happy that you finally got some attention. Sometime later. Dugtrio, meh. Meh. Okay, there's the item I was looking for. There's a side quest involved with that. Okay, I also want to break down something for you all. So how the Safari Ball works is that you're throwing a Pokeball. Well, it's not a Pokeball. It has the catch rate of a Great Ball. However, you're attempting to capture a Pokemon, Lord Helix, at full health. So yeah, full odds, and bait makes them less susceptible to run away from you. What's up? Just a wild for alligator, right? Anyway. So you're throwing a Great Ball at them at full health, which your odds are okay in that regard, but it's not great. It's... How it's divided is... Ooh. Well, too bad I can't battle these things in here. Because that would be useful for grinding purposes. But, as I was saying... So, your full odds of catching a Pokemon, you take their catcher rate and multiply it by 2. And that's the Great Ball. Actually, no, I think it's 1.5. No, it is by 2. It is by 2, that's right. It's by 2 with the Great Ball. And then it's times 3 with the Ultra Ball. So any Pokemon such as Audino here with a 255 capture rate, you're almost guaranteed to get it. But Pokemon like, But Pokemon like the Yanmega have like a 45 capture rate, which multiplied by 2 is 90 out of 255, which is not great. It's possible, it's just not very likely to happen. Okay, so where do I go to give this thing back? Have to talk to someone. Yo, it was you. That's lucky. Ooh, decisions. Well, I'm not really hurting for any type and type specifically. So, well, I'm going to go with the best equipped starter no matter what happens. Because I already have a Charizard. So that's the only reward for that side quest, huh? I wouldn't call it lame, but it is a bit underwhelming. At least it's a Pokemon that's decently dependable and is capable of Mega Evolution. The problem is, I don't really have anyone to bench per se. Well, I already have an edge over... Yeah. I think that'll do. Alright, let's actually start moving on a bit. Because I can grind as I go. Once I get I think everyone up to at least... I need to get myself up to 55, I believe. So in that case, I need to give the Bulbasaur the XP share. Because if it's going to be with us for now, it's going to be very helpful later. Down the line. Because my argument is, I already have a... Wait a minute. Now I struggle against dark types. Well, that's going to be interesting. That was one of my hang-ups. Well, I can figure it out. What if I just try to make my cheeky Venusaur? Because it's very well possible. I'm keeping Leech Seed because that's part of my cheeky strategy. So, if you don't have time for a battle, then why you battle me at all? Oh, that's right, I lost to you before. Well, I have something immune to you now. Somewhat. No. No point for that. There's a nurse right here. Of course I get it. Because, center nurses don't... The nurses don't do the things that the Pokemon centers do. Honchkrow, huh? That's not a bad Pokemon. Got some swag for me, do ya? That's what I say about your swagger. Or lack thereof. Hey look, a Pokemon I fully expect to be here. Ah, bro. I know that feeling, bro. Well, minus the whole... Oh! You're one of those people. I see. Does the Mega Stone still work? Yes, that's actually funny. That shouldn't be allowed! Because it uses embargo. It's like, you really think it would work on be all items. Ah, well. I know, that wasn't very smart. I should have switched out and healed. You're the one who battled me! Don't yell at me about that! Should we tell her? Florges, eh? Alright, I'm going to keep you out because I'm going to switch train with you. Out to Samihana. Ow. Well, there's our alternative to train an Eevee to Leafeon. Though I've heard that Eevee is not entirely worth it in this game to evolve, that is. It's better to keep it as an Eevee because apparently it gains its own Mega Evolution just for this game. Pokemon Rangers, eh? You know... You are an interesting organization, I will say that much about you all. So much so that they're actually part of my Pokemon RP. I haven't done anything with them in a while, I probably should, but they are an interesting concept. Scrafty, huh? Who would be my best bet against that? Here's part of the reason why I probably shouldn't get rid of my fairy type. Oof. Oh, come on. That's not fair at all. And just like that, we have a normal Venusaur. So, it's going to be a second... The reason why it's here, too, is it's going to be a secondary check. Why did I do that? There's a nurse down here. It's going to be a secondary check for fairy types. Because, it being a poison type is going to be very helpful. But that being said, I don't think I'm going to run it. I love you, Venusaur. You're a great Pokemon, but you're not really that supportive for the team build here. So I think we might just go back and get that Rose Raid, because it being dark and fairy fits two niches. For one thing, well, it's a fairy type, which means there goes my problems with fighting and dark types, and I really would have appreciated to have it during the fight with that Scrafty. Would it one-shot it? Probably not, because Scrafty is very bulky. Which is a bit unusual for fighting types, I gotta admit. Because, you know, normally you expect fighting types to be, have high attack, but, like, no defense. Ooh, that's a beast and a half. And, of course, you just... Huh. Well... Auroras. Oh, I got an answer for that right here. I have top-down vision. That means that I have better eyesight than you. That's how I'm able to get around. Hey, a TM. Hyper Beam? That seems kind of suspect to just leave there out in the open like that. Oh. So that's just a shortcut, huh? Interesting. What a tangled web we weave. See what I did there? See what I did there? So there's several of these rocks, huh? I mean, that only makes sense, I guess. An artiste. And his name's Picasso. Well, I've seen everything. Lunar Cannon, huh? 2-turn attack. Eh. Apparently that also just fires if you, if you use, like, New Moon, for example. Which, I understand, but it doesn't really have a place right now. Ah, Cherim. You know, it's only the Pokemon that broke Legends Arceus for several months. Oh, that was fun. That was a fun time. As soon as I heard about that, I was like, Game Freak, you were this close to having a completely flawless game. This close. Still a very good, but it's a very good game now. Because, a lot of the issues have been ironed out, finally. Same goes for Scarlet and Violet. It's like, say what you will about them, but they are the games that we've been wanting them to be now. So, I don't get what people are complaining about anymore. Let's offload some crap that I don't need. Because this is getting kind of ridiculous. Maybe not. I think I'll just throw them in the... I have item storage, don't I? Yep. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need any of this, really. Can't deposit that. These are useless to me. Keep the evolution stones in there, because you never know. I don't need this anymore either. Yeah, that'll do. Sounds like some cult work to me. Ooh. Oh. Well, I appreciate it. Wise quotes. Wise words. Drain punch? Well, thanks. That's not a bad move. Anyone can learn it. Nope. Gotta love it when that happens. It's 'cause they are. Ooh. The Infernal Cultists. This is the first time we're hearing about these guys, by the way. Are you Mindy's evil twin sister? Oh, you said it. So you just conjure up food, huh? Here's the Pika Cab guy. Side quest. That's so weird. How that works though. Not sure how I feel about that. Oh. I'm guessing this is for Keldeo. Well, I was curious. I got my answer. Of course it's Ariados. What else would it be? Too bad it's a Pokemon that was never worth my time. I really wish they did something else with Ariados. I mean, at least years later we got a halfway competent spider Pokemon with Galvantula. Easily one of my favorite Pokemon, by the way. Bug Electric is a cool type combination, plus it being a spider is actually kind of interesting. Is that a statue of Manaphy? I'll just take a spare rare candy, sure. Can never have too many of those. Yeah, there are statues of Manaphy, but you can't get to them. Alright. So those ones are taken care of. How do I get to the other ones? How do you get over there? Odd. So there's a way to get over there somehow, but how is it? Must be an opening I'm overlooking somewhere. Okay. We cannot do anything with this yet. Apparently. So let's just move on. Got some free experience from those area dose. And no complaints about that at all. Apparently those statues of Manaphy are a clue. But there's nothing I can do about them right now. That's to the Keldeo Rock. Can't do anything that way yet. Alright, well, I guess we gotta go deal with these cultists. But since they seem to be fire and rock users... putting Samehada out front. Somehow I doubt that. Yet I find it strange how you never saw these guys until now. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, what you just did to me there. You would think that these guys would be making more moves, though, considering the Abyssal Cult, their rival, I would guess, is gone. Oh, that might be an issue. Unless you do that. Hooray for the AI being stupid! Yay! Oh, you can just push these boulders anyway, huh? Ah, I see. It's one of those puzzles. A critical hit on a quad weakness. That's like 12 times the damage. That is rude. Zenith is their leader. Well, that's another name for the apex of the sun. Ooh, that's a buff Pokemon. So much so that I can't take it lightly. Especially if it knows that. What am I doing? You're weak. Wait a minute. Neutral. But critical hit. Yep. Ha! I'm faster than you! Ha! I need to go heal anyway, because Samehada is almost out of Aqua Tails anyway. I see, so that way leads nowhere. I'm surprised that they called the Infernal Cult, because considering the weirdness that's going on in the city, I feel like Infernal would work better for like a ghost and psychic type cult. Ah, I see. Okay then. There's nothing apparently. Ow. For the record, I'm garbage at these puzzles. Okay, so... Almost. Woo! Okay, so where we're supposed to get this? For real? Fine, if you insist. For the love of... Okay, I'll switch out for Flygon. So where we're supposed to get this boulder is down here. So how do we do that? What's the game plan? It's push it this way. Careful. Then go all the way around this way. Okay. Then down here. Then I gotta go all the way around. No. Nope, that wasn't right. Okay, I think I was on the right track. Ah, curse you, flame body. Eruption doesn't do anything when your HP is low. And there we go. Stop the magma flow. Because apparently we're in Minecraft now. No PP left. Well, that's annoying. Levitator! Wow! I guess that's what I get for underestimating Houndoom, but wow, that's impressive. Actually, why don't I just use 1001 escape ropes? Escape ropes that I have. There's a letter before that. Escape! There we go. Sorry for the mute there, I had to sneeze. I mean, I took down one of the other cults. Doesn't that count for something? Wow. I mean, on 1 HP, there's no point in doing that. You shall not pass! Oof. Well, I'm faster than you. Metal burst, eh? Nah. Metal burst is essentially a steel type counter. I guess so, because you're probably the least active cult I've dealt with thus far. Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be faster than me. That's why I took the chance. Oh well. I should probably stop doing that, trying to take a chance. Because it never works in my favor. Is he becoming self-aware? If so, he needs to be taken out. Now! He knows the script! He knows too much! Get him! Not sure what that one's going to do. Guess we'll find out. Huh. Wonder why it won't let me go that way, because it's perfectly capable. Must be used to cut off the flow of the magma for that area. Okay, I'm getting slightly annoyed, so I'm going to start max repelling. I guess. Probably to make a bridge. Over there. Where does this go? I don't get it. Guess we'll find out. I see. So that bridge wasn't high enough. Nitsua, am I ever glad to see you? I heard about what happened with Damien down in Audrey's base. Listen, I don't know what's going on with him, and I don't know how to cure him. But we're going to find a way to help him, okay? I promise. I'm happy you're here. I was worried I'd have to fight the Infernal Cult by myself. Let's do this together. And as it turns out, everyone was interpreting the prophecy wrong. What do you mean? Did you find out what it was really trying to say? Yes, and it had fantastic news. That hero, they'll defeat all the other cults just fine. Then, not only will they not defeat us, they'll end up joining us. That's wonderful. And since the only candidates for the hero are that Rain Team leader or one of those kids, I don't think they're going to be joining us willingly. Exactly. Which means our gift is more powerful than we ever believed. What on earth is wrong with you? You were with us at the library when we heard that prophecy. You were supposed to be on our side, and you told us how important that prophecy was. Special information that the cults don't know. And now you're just sharing it to Zenith and Infernal? You betrayed us. We don't have our advantage anymore. Your advantage was gone long before that. Zenith knew about the prophecy the moment you did, you foolish girl. Then you never did ask my name. You really should have. Names are important. They have power. The chance of hearing that prophecy is the only reason I ever worked at that stupid library at all. Having to wear hair dye was awful in itself. When the three of you showed up and that oracle finally appeared, every tiresome moment there became worthwhile when I finally heard him predict our victory. And now, we don't fear children or any kind of prophecy. One of you will join us. It is foretold. We'll never help you. You're crazy. You act like you have a choice. But so be it. If you want to fight, then that's what you'll get. So, Nitsua, Nora, come at us. Show us what you can do. And again, the plot thickens. Yeah. Uh-oh. We may have a problem. Fool. Ew, right. I don't think I can do anything to that. Or can I? What a fool. Sweeps! I'm at +4. I'm at +5. Wow, is that the best you got? A belt. He has a belt. So it sheds its shell to Mega Evolve. That's kind of interesting. And it becomes a pure fire type. That makes sense. Wow, that was easy. I just swept him. Not bad. Not bad. But I'm hoping it'll be you who ends up joining us. We spent enough time stalling. I'm going to show you exactly what we're capable of. Groudon, Duke of the Earth. Rise! Show yourself to your loyal servants! I vocare immortale terra! The connection has been established. Excellent. Time to go. What? How did Groudon join you so easily? Where was the ritual? Where was the sacrifice? Oh, the innocence of youth. You didn't come down here expecting us to catch Groudon, did you? Clearly haven't done your research on the Infernal Cult. We were the first. It's only natural that we caught the legendary we worshipped long ago. We're merely waking Groudon from its rest, after all. It's nearly time to begin. We're in mountains if you're still aching for a fight. I'll be waiting. I didn't know they've already caught Groudon. That's bad, Nitsura. Really bad. You saw how quickly the Abyssal Cult moved into action after they caught Lugia. I don't know what the Infernal is planning, but I don't like it. I'm going to head back to the library. Something Zenith said made me think about perfection. It's a long shot, but I have an idea. I need to research this more. Nitsura, you should probably head to Selene City. There's a gym there, after all. I'll see you around. Who would have guessed that Mega Typhlosion would end up being my ace? I'll take it, though. Let's go hoof it out of here. It's not that hard. Or far. Then come to a peaceful route afterwards. Yeah, that works. Relicanth is quite a defensive foe, so I'm going in for more power against it. And checkmate. Alright, Samehada. I need to raise myself and Grimmsnarl up a bit. Ooh, that's a bad matchup. I wouldn't have healed again, but it got a crit on me. And then I turn around and crit it. Ah, it works for me, though. All that for a hyper potion. Lame. Hitmonchan. Oof. It's always a fan of the Hitmon line. If it weren't for the fact that nothing I attempt to capture stays in a ball! This is why we can't have nice things. What is this, the Hitmon route? My word. Grass Dark. Not the best type combination in the world. Especially if you do have a bug type move, like I do. Probably going to be like climbing gear or something once we get rock climb. I'm guessing that's all you can do. Doing that to fighting types is especially rude because they have high attack stats. In Confusion, how it works is you hit yourself with a non-type physical move. No elemental punches, eh? Talk about a letdown. So it seems that the prophecy spoke of a traitor, and the traitor was not by anyone's it was out of our control. It just kind of happened because we decided to trust a different cultist. Yeah, this is what happens when you do. Miss Persephone, are you sure this is a good idea? You didn't bring all of your Pokemon with you. What happens if you need to battle someone? I'll be fine. Am I not allowed to visit my sister? Well, yes, but I mean, then I don't see the problem. Anyways, if we can't figure out why Darkrai keeps running off to her, we won't make much progress in catching it. Shouldn't you be looking for that kid? If you don't, the Augur is going to come after us. We can look for them later. Right now I have a traitor of a sister to confront. Sounds to me that she's the one chosen because you're completely crazy. Spinda, a very interesting topic of for a Pokemon. So, every Spinda has a different pattern on it. The polka dots on its body are different every single time. And there is a one in... It's a ridiculously low chance that you find this one shiny Spinda. And because of that, if you find this specific shiny with this specific pattern, you now have one of the rarest Pokemon in existence. It's very strange. Out of all Pokemon, how is that one the rarest? Well, I may actually be of some use here. I don't know why I'm looking here. Because they never have different things. I think they do more for the female trainer, which is typical. Sounds spoopy. How many times am I going to run into this guy? Well, those are the ace trainers. They always look the same. No one can seem to decide to come to a consensus on this Pokemon. T-Tar wouldn't be bad. That would be a major power boost. Do I have any other rock types? Yes, I have Relicanth. What level's the Golem, though? Lower. Wow. Grimmsnarl is going to be very helpful in this upcoming gym, though. Gojira! I love it! Actually, I think that's another Pokemon that has the armor. So, T-Tar is going to be interesting. Well, that's a useful move. I'm not going to teach it to myself, but Samehara can learn it. That ain't bad. Too bad you have a moveset I need you to have, though. I guess I can get rid of Ice Fang. Stealth Rock. Let's invest in the future. No one can seem to decide what this creature is. Just what is it? Dream Eater? The mysterious hideaway. Let's save. Good place to train. This looks like the Sprout... No, not the Sprout Tower. This looks like the Bell Tower from Johto. Well, doesn't look like it can proceed any further right now. Nope. Looks like a ninja hideout. It's kind of crazy. So can't do anything there yet, it seems. Oh. I think I know what that is. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It wasn't what I thought it was. Well, bully for me. Sure, I'll take another focus sash for free. Not that they're expensive. Mega Marowak, eh? I agree with you, buddy. You're kind of useless, buddy. Okay, Well, that cry is obviously Liepard. Ah, so it's a Delta Liepard. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, time for the Darkrai cult, huh? I don't have any defensive moves, buddy. Go ahead. As for Miss Magius, well, I might be able to handle this. Is that the best you have? That's pretty pathetic. Diana. Persephone. What are you doing here? I thought you swore off talking to me forever. I wasn't here to see you. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. You know, Darkrai. We've talked about this before. Oh, right. Listen, Persephone. I I know you seem to think that I'm best friends with the legendary Pokemon, but I'm really not. I've never even seen this thing. Percy, you need to get out of this cult business while you still can. I get why you want revenge, so do but this isn't going to work. You're going to get yourself hurt, or worse. You might even get captured again. Wow, Diana, the way you phrased that, it almost seemed like you cared. Oh, drop her, Persephone. It was years ago, and you abandoned me, Dia. That's not just water under the bridge. If you're not willing to help, I'm leaving. I'm a busy woman. People to meet, places to be, child threats to the augur to capture. Huh? Child threats? Oh yeah, I suppose you haven't heard. I'm looking for a young boy who escaped our custody a while ago. The augur's scared of him, and for a good reason. If I don't find him, then he's going to come after the cult of Darkrai. A kid, huh? Sort of like the one behind you? You? What are you doing here? Just my luck. Of course you'd appear when I don't have my full team on me. But no matter, I'll take you out right here. You're going right back into custody, and this time I'll finish what I started. You know, for not having a full team, that's actually... Yikes. Oh, so that's what your Mega is. I see. It's not a Gengar at all. Okay, that is awesome. I don't care. That is awesome. Finally, Zoroark gets some respect too. Ice King hasn't had much action in some time, so I'm glad it gets to. I don't think I'm going to outspeed this thing. Nope. Yeah, that's problematic. You're only going out here because I need to wake up some party members. Ooh, that thing's going to be difficult. You know, for not having a full team, you're still pretty formidable. Spiritomb, eh? Now there's an annoying Pokemon. Time for my new race. Also clever, because Gengar having a Mega Evolution, that's a cool idea for a mechanic. Okay, yeah, I knew I wasn't outspeeding that. But that means that I can actually beat you. Even with the burn. Well, there's a reason that Pokemon's ability is Hubris. I'm getting smacked around for my hubris now. Go, Gojira! You're only here as fodder, and I'm sorry. Ah, crit. Why do crits just always hate me? Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work. Well, time to reevaluate a bit. Actually, how many rare candies do I have? Only one. Great. Okay. Well, you're going on the shelf for a little bit because I'm going to need you for specific reasons later on. Eesh. Thing's tougher than I thought it was. You're not the only one with one up your sleeve, my dear. Yeah, I'm looking at Mist. A Hydro Pump from a Greninja is no joke. We're almost in the same situation as we were before. Ah! That's just not fair. When they win by essentially luck sacking you, that's when I get angry. That's why I get angry at these games. No, I don't need to go back into my bag. Just battle. Yeah, High Dragon's no joke. So... it's not a Pokemon to take lightly. Not likely. Ah! Words. Just my luck. Only I would find the very person I'm looking for when I'm woefully unprepared. You better watch your back, Nitsura. I will find you again, and nobody escapes me twice. And Diana, Darkrai is mine. Don't even try. It's Sua, isn't it? I'm sorry you had to go through all that. I am Diana. I'm the gym leader here in Celine City. Persephone is my sister. She's not... well... I'm not going to defend her. That would be dishonest. But I do want to say that there's a reason why she's doing what she does. It doesn't justify it, but please don't rush to judge her. You're a challenger, I guess? If you want to take me on, I'll be in the gym. I'll meet you in the far back. Apparently that's your final clue. Now I can fight the thing, but I gotta heal, because cult leaders are no joke. A Delta Lightbird. You know, I might actually consider that, because Ooh, is that coil? Ooh. Ah! Oh well. We'll let that one go. I mean, that only makes sense because... Huh. Rare candy. How did we get it? Oh. Easy. Oh well. I don't think the Liper would have really done much for me. They don't give us much experience, but oh well. Experience is experience. That's what I say. Man, of course you don't give any experience, because you just exploded on me. Wow, they weren't joking. Yeah, they give you almost no experience. It's actually kind of interesting. I really need to train Rose Raid up, so I think I'm going to be grinding a bit in that mysterious hideaway. So... you'll excuse me, folks. Then I'll cut this out from the VOD whenever it is uploaded. Oh yeah, this will be good training grounds for Grim Snarl. Sigil Lift? That isn't bad at all. One time win a crit works in my favor. Shocker! I know. Yeah. That's the one Pokemon I can't do anything against with this one, though. Okay, Grimmsnarl needs to get to at least level... I want to get him to at least level 58 with the rest of them, 60 is ideal, but I'm not going to push my luck. So it has a dark type regenerator with the new moon weather effect. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Well, I could catch you for later. Dark type! Oh dear, seeing a sky attack. Switching to something that resistant. Not bad at all. Okay, that works. Ah! Well, that didn't work. So, the one time when I surfed for a long time in this game, I just found out that the theme is a remix of the surf theme from Gen 2. It's one of the weirdest things whenever people do stuff like that. Ooh, that's a buff Pokemon. Not a bad one, either. I was just curious what's out here. Because there's grass, obviously. Is it just Noivern? That's all I'm finding. Eh, why not? Oh, that's why they're... Okay. Neat. Neat. Rage Powder does absolutely nothing in a single battle. No, that is actually a bad move. So Hurricane's a base 100 power flying type move, with a high chance of with a 50% chance of confusion. It's like, I know what you think. It's like, well, that sounds great. Why you say it's not good? It only has 50% accuracy. Yeah. 50% accuracy. Now there is an asterisk on that. If you were to use Hurricane during Rain Dance, it becomes 100% accurate. But that's a bit of a niche situation. But this is why I sometimes will run a full Corona and a Rain Dance team. 1, to confuse people. And 2, yes, to confuse people, because it also knows Hurricane. Super Fang's such a good move. Especially when you're trying to capture Pokemon. Because guaranteed, well, unless it's a ghost type, guaranteed having your opponent's health is very useful. Yeah. Let's go inside and do fight some things that I can fight. But yes, I am uploading to YouTube now. Same thing as my screen name. So I will be like cutting out a lot of the grind sessions that I have to do. Because as it turns out, even with my day job, I don't have time to do off-screen grinding anymore. The only time I really can is if I take it on the go with me, but unfortunately, this is a game I cannot. Claydol's an interesting Pokemon because it learns Hyper Beam as soon as it evolves. It's a bit of a rarity in that way. Yeah, I think I'll get this Roserade up to level 58, and then I'm going to call it quits on the on grinding. That is. I'm going to save the rare candies for the Pupitar because in the long run, it's going to be very useful later. Clever use of Snatch, I've got to say. Am I the only one who really thinks that Flagon should have been Bug Dragon instead of Dragon Ground? I'm not the only one, right? Alright. That's the level I wanted at. Defeat a few more things on the way out, though, because I can never have too much experience. Because now I have a plan B against this gym. That's a shame that they have to nerf the EXP gain on trainers, because that's the bread and butter of training Pokemon up. Oh well, at least I'll be rich. Oh, Chimecho, you are one of the biggest disappointments when it comes to Pokemon. No, I got a crazy idea. Let's give it a baby form and make it worse. And make it worse. Far worse than its evolution. And then not even give it an evolution afterwards. Sound like a good idea? Yeah, I thought so. Well, it's not much experience, but it's enough. It's another example of a theme of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ooh, that's a monster. Unless you crit it. Hey, a Pokemon that's not immune to Dark-type moves. It's immune to Ghost-type moves, though. Me first for a move that I quad resist. I love how they're chastising you for fighting trainers. The goal is to not fight as many trainers, I get it. But I need the experience, darn it. That and I like having money. Is there a crime against that? Well, I mean, well, money is a crime in its own way. Some of these trainers that don't have a choice. Okay, let's see how bad this goes, because my last few gym battles have not been that promising. Welcome, Challenger. I am Diana, the leader of the Selene Gym. The gym I run is themed around dreams, and as such I specialize in both psychic and ghost types. I hope you found my gym puzzle clever. If you understood the poem, I'm sure you had no trouble getting through my gym at all. When it said to walk right ahead, well, I couldn't be more literal. But anyways, enough of that, right? Let's get this show on the road. Get ready to lose. Bring it! So I have a question. Oh, thanks. I like Scarf. That means I have to buy another luck instance, but oh wow. I did not mean to do that, but it didn't matter, it outsped me. Thanks for the choice, Scarf. I appreciate it. Right, you're a fairy type now. Keep forgetting about that. Cresselia? Excuse me? Well, that explains why Darkrai is attracted to you. Contrary to popular belief, Cresselia and Darkrai are actually friends. That looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. That looks really cool. Why would you switch out, especially when you had the +2 special defenses? That was weird. That was a stunning battle. It seems as if I've been toppled. I guess it had to happen eventually. Congratulations, here's your prize. Of course. Oh, clever. Okay, I didn't get it before. Is that an Abyssal Cultist? Aren't they disbanded? Huh. That was odd. Well, now that Grimmsnarl has finally caught up to the rest of the team, it's actually going to be pretty valuable going forward. That being said, Ice King's falling behind now. Guess it's a good thing that I saw an Abyssal Cultist then. Yeah, I'm not torn up about losing the Liepard as I was about losing the Ralts initially. Of course Gerlurk would be wandering around ruins. I mean, it only makes sense. Okay, is my friend inhabiting these ruins? Because for Alligator, Gerlurk, those are two of his favorite Pokemon. Charizard. A normal Charizard. Well, I could just capture a normal Charizard, apparently. Not that I would at this point. The Mega Typhlosion has saved my butt multiple times now. TM up there. Since this is the Dragon Ruins, I can kind of guess this was probably going to be... Do I have Dragon Pulse already? It's probably Dragon Claw then. Sceptile. What is this? The starter? What is this? The starter? The starter Olympics? I don't know. I couldn't think of what to say there. Focus Blast. It's a little more boring than what I thought it was going to be. Ew, why are you learning a move like that this late in the game? Ah, mazes. Hey, that's a level that Steven thows you with. An emerald. Draco Jet. What? What? Oh. So a physical priority dragon move, huh? Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, while I'm thinking about it, let's go do a few of the side quests. Let's see what the broadcast tower wants from me. And since I have an idea of what to do for those sliding puzzles, there's one in the desert. So, wow, we've covered a lot of ground in this game. A Delta Solosis. Interesting. Well, might as well check this immediately. Cool. A Ghost Rock type. It's okay. It's alright. Okay, let's take the Pika cab again. We're going to the desert. It's just the Kabuto puzzle from Gen 2. That's all this is. It's just done a bit weirder. Okay, so the bottom piece is gone no matter what. Got it. You get this piece up here. Okay. how do I get these backwards? And how do I get them back to where they need to be? Like I said, I've always been kind of bad at puzzles like these. I almost have it, but... easier said than done sometimes. Oh well, I'm giving up. Starting to annoy me. Ah, so they weren't Meloetta puzzles. Oh well, never mind. I thought that was a Meloetta puzzle. They're just puzzles. Alright, I'll have to do that some other time then. Okay. Well, now that's done. Back here. Would a rock psychic type be any good for anything? Let me think here for a second. No, not really. Rock psychic, while an interesting combination, is not very good. Okay, who's falling behind? I am. As is Grimstone and Samehada. Okay, so... that wasn't that bad. Nitsua, I'm so glad you decided to show up. This is my moment of triumph. Every time I failed, you were there to witness it. After we tried to create the perfect Delta Pokemon, after we experimented with Mega Evolution, and the incident with Pokerus and Mauled, and now that our experiment with Armor failed too, you might think we're running out of ideas. Tell me, Nitsua, Nora, do you know the myth of the Unovan dragon? Legends speak of a gargantuan dragon that once reigned over all of Unova. Its powers was supervised by two brothers, the princes of the region. However, these brothers constantly fought over their beliefs. One seeked truth, one strove for ideals, and finding no middle ground, they split the great dragon into three. Reshiram Truth and Zekrom Ideals emerged, where Kyurem was left as the dragon's empty husk. This ruin is very, very ancient. While the dragon did rule in Unova, the war between the brothers was in Tauren. In fact, the great splitting was at this very spot. A shrine was built here in hopes that one day the dragon might be formed once again and bring peace to the land. That day is today. While Rukra has been busy experimenting, the most important job in the perfection cult was left to me. It was difficult. I needed 3 different Pokemon, but I succeeded. And now, the original dragon was said to be a sign of leadership, of wholeness. It represented opposing beliefs, finding neutral ground and working together. The idea of harmony and of perfection. Once we summon this creature, we'll be unstoppable. The only thing left is to begin. Reshiram, Kyurem, Zekrom, Kyurem. It's time to return to your origins. Join together and become whole once more. Ignis et Fulgora Fiatunam. And now, great dragon of Unova, the divine perfect god, emerge the great name here. What did you say? Maybe you didn't hear me, dragon. I said emerge the great name here. Are you reading that off a scroll? Yeah, why? I'm pretty sure you're reading that wrong. I think you're supposed to say the dragon's name at that part, not just name here. It's probably a placeholder. Oh. Huh. That's what the parentheses are for. But hold on, that's impossible! Nobody knows the name of the original dragon? The only names that survive were Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem. How are we supposed to bring it back then? Fine. I was hoping to resurrect the original dragon today, but it seems like that's not happening. I'll find that name. I'll search every scroll, text, or book until I learn it. But for now, I split you into Kyurem White and Zekrom. Come forth and serve me. I'll deal with you two, the two of you here and now. This is the end. Well, considering I have to deal with a white Kyurem, that's going to be difficult. Yeesh! Those are some buff Pokemon, and very high level too. Ow! Draco Meteor! Jeez, you're just carrying me at this point. Relying a little too heavily on Fire Blast there, are we? No! Impossible! What? Impossible? Don't you know who I am? Kyurem, Reshiram, Zekrom, what's happening? The ritual wasn't done yet. Get back together! No, Zekrom, get back here! Reshiram! I'm so glad you're okay. You're not hurt, are you? You're all fools. This isn't the end of this. I'll bide my time. You better hold on tight to your friend, child, because once I find that name, you're going to wish that Reshiram was only stolen from you. Kyurem, let's go. We're leaving. That was scary. I'm glad nobody knows, but I can't help wondering, what was the name of that dragon? Well, I have a theory. It's probably wrong, but Kyurem is the shell of the original dragon, right? It's what's left after Reshiram and Zekrom split from it. And there's the fact that the fusions are called Kyurem White and Kyurem Black. Well, I don't know if you remember this, but back at the library, I was looking at a book on Unovan word structures. There was a page that talked about the legendary trio. Reshi was a prefix that meant truth. Zek was a prefix that meant ideals. Nobody agrees on what Kyur means, but most translations believe it's whole or complete. I never really questioned how little sense that made. Kyurem is the opposite of complete, after all. Tane said that the original dragon was perfect. A symbol of different beliefs working together. Maybe a more accurate translation of Q would be perfect. Wow, I never thought of that. Yeah, it's just a theory, though. Nitsua, the Infernal Cult said they were in the mountains, right? We have to go after them. If we strike them before they strike us, maybe we have a chance. Oh, I nearly forgot. Yumi can transform into anything it has DNA of, right? That's how you use Shaman's ability to get around, even though you didn't actually have it. Why don't you take this? It's a hair from Celebi's head. To use Tesseract, you need to find glowing areas where space-time is torn. If it's white, you can travel back in time, but if it's red, you can move other objects through time. You're smart. I'm sure you'll figure it out. It's a lot less complicated than it sounds. Just make sure you're close to the rip. Best of luck. Hey Nitsua, listen, I owe you one, for helping me out in Reshiram too. If you need anything like to train or something, just let me know, okay? I'd be glad to lend you a hand. Wow. I've always liked those three. Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem. There's something always appealing about them, to me. And the fact that there's a lot of lore about them that we don't exactly know about, still. This is why I'm all for them making a Legends Unova game. Yeah, if they do anything with Unova, I would like to learn about its past. Like, what caused it to become... What caused them to, split apart. Ah, Delta Bergmite. If only Bergmite were better. Oh well. That's still pretty neat. A pure rock type, eh? Can't say I'm the biggest fan of that. So apparently I have the Tesseract now. Or the Space Stone. Don't tell Thanos. I realize I have nothing that can fight these Pokemon out here. Well, at least with Grimmsnarl. I might have something with Samihara, but not a whole lot. Well, Samihara can at least break defenses and things like that. That awkward moment when I should have kept Ice Fang. Oh well. It's also a ground type. Who on earth are you? What do you want? You're the one behind all of this, aren't you? Me? Behind everything? What could you possibly mean? I've been researching. I know where the first augur, Adam's crystal, came from. I've looked into Persephone's past, which led me to Zenith and the Infernal Cult, and what he can do. And all of it ties back to you. You've certainly done your research. Are you cultists trying to reach Giratina? No, we might look the part, but we're anything but. You've been playing us like pawns. You've been playing me like a pawn. Actually, I know you don't want to hear this, but you weren't part of my plans. You're a minor nuisance at best, a bit part. My intention was for the Infernal Cult to eventually overthrow the first augur and secure the crystal for me. But no, you just had to interfere, didn't you? You just had to play the edgy anti-hero, didn't you? You're evil. I'm surviving. Stay away from me. Don't make me break the crystal. Heh, any more than you already have. But I'll let you go. Your shard is nearly useless to me without the other two. And though I didn't care for you at first, you've slowly become useful. Enjoy your trip home, Jern. You won't remember any of this. You know, at least the Pokemon actually scale with you for once. So that didn't take place there, it just took place in a different area entirely. Interesting. Alright, let's go heal. Since I have the ability to use Celebi now, I wonder if the Mysterious Hideout is a little more accessible. Yes, it is. I first heard of a Delta species that I was immediately fascinated. I had to know more. I discovered that because of the mutation, none of them seem to be able to breed, which is why they are so rare and valuable. But how lucky was I to spot a strange silver dragon flying through the sky to this tower? I had to chase after it. Perhaps I could be one of the lucky... This tower seems to have been falling apart over the last few years. Had it not been for the sound of fluttering above me, I may have turned around. The sound of being so close to a big discovery pushed me ever forward. I can't walk away now. So it's this again, huh? Alright, let's slow things down. So I don't miscalculate. Ah! Turned too early. Woo! As I climbed higher to the top, a very strange screech from a few floors above caught my attention. What was more fascinating was not the noise itself, however, but more the fact that it sounded different each time, as if two Pokemon were there. And it just gets more mysterious. I was so very close to the top, I could hardly believe it. The screeching died down as I got closer, though. Perhaps the Pokemon was hurt? I knew I had to hurry. In fact, all this work would be for nothing if the dragon I saw were to perish. A dragon, he says. Ah! Stop too early. Turn too early, rather. Ah! Never was a fan of these puzzles. Okay, so because I have... Really? 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 Okay, since this is a bit annoying, I'm just going to use a repel because gotta concentrate to get through this mess. Whew. Okay. Also, how do you ride a bicycle up a ladder? Ah! It made me turn early. I finally made it to the top, and to my shock, the journey was well worth it. I found a new Delta species. It appeared to be originally be a Noivern, but with shiny metallic skin and flowing green grass on its neck and chest. But the biggest discovery came in the fact that not only were there two new Delta Pokemon in front of me, but also an unprecedented sight: a pair of eggs, Delta eggs. The two Noiverns appeared to be huddled around the eggs, and it took a while before they let me come near them. Both dragons looked really weak. Rust had started to form on their bodies, and their yellow eyes seemed to be fading. It must have taken all their strength to keep those eggs safe here. The one that appeared female nudged me, pushing the one egg towards me. I nodded and took that egg with me, leaving the other one with the Noiverns. If you're finding these notes, please take the other egg, keep it safe. It might be the only surviving proof that Delta Pokemon might be able to breed. And if you do find this, I will be continuing research into the breeding of Delta Pokemon. You can find me in Gaia Town, the scientist by the pond. Just mention the Noibat. How fascinating. Have I been there before? Okay, it's on. It's on ahead. Okay, so I haven't been there yet. Alright, folks, I'm going to take a very quick break. I will be right back, as it says. Okay, I'm back. Just had to take care of business. Okay. So, surprisingly that gym battle wasn't too difficult. And I'm surprised that I actually managed to beat, well, I'll be fair, Nora kind of carried me through that battle. I used to not be the biggest fan of Darmanitan. Reason being is, its ability being hustle is not good. Hustle's actually one of the worst abilities in the game. Because what it does is, yes, it increases your Pokemon's attack stat. But its accuracy takes a hit. So I was never a huge fan of Darmanitan because of that. An evolution trainer, eh? I can respect that. That's unfortunate. This thing doesn't have huge power. Because even still, Double Edge would have done so much more damage than it did. Ew, why even bother with that then? A lot of signs are pointing to Manaphy being the next one. Hello. Yes. And I know Dragonite are strong, but oh. Yeah, I should have expected that. If he gets one Dragon Dance off, well, I might just be Foobarred. Yep, I am. I'm getting swept. Of course, the outrage has to wear off. Or you can take yourself out, that works. Well, that was scary. Man, the level disparity is kind of crazy. Because all of a sudden the Pokemon are like level 66. And then the area before they were only like 62 max. I'm like, are you serious right now? Well, if it comes down to it, folks, I may actually go back on my pact because of how difficult this game is. I may have to use a legendary too when time comes. Because I may not have a choice. Oh well. The name's Trainer. Ace Trainer. You're going down. Okay, Bond. Excelgor. That's Pokemon you don't want to take lightly. Well. Wow, that was dumb. Ooh, this may be a problem. Good thing I know how Aegis Slash works. Okay. Pointless NPC is pointless. Ugh. My fire type is down and out. But this isn't. What? No sturdy? Yeah, they're definitely hinting that Manaphy's the next Pokemon we're going to help out. I need to pack some more heat. Oh dear, this is getting hard. You clearly never heard of the flying taxi. If only you knew. Grass or normal Delta. I'm pretty sure that I have one of those somewhere. Oh yeah, yes I do. It's the Quagsire. The Quagsires are grass type. Wahahaha. Ooh. Thanks? Give me one of the best TMs in the game, why don't you? Alright, you're my highest level, so I'm going to bench you for a little bit so I can hash this for a bit. Kind of think of it, I also got Psychic, so that's... I don't know why I haven't done this already. My fellow Tauranites, it's so good to see you again. I miss Oranos town so much, it's such a beautiful place. We miss you too, Zachary. Oh, is that Mrs. Parker? How are your kids? They're wonderful. Jonathan is... I'm sorry, I'll let you get on with it. Thank you. I have something very important to say to all friends here after all. I'm not sure how many of you have heard, but it seems there's been a nasty sickness going around Tauren. Something to do with Deoxys, I understand. We don't know how bad it is yet. It might even be fatal, but we've seen some of its effects, and believe me, you do not want to come into contact with it. As you know, I work at the library in tandem with some smart and, trustworthy people, yeah. These friends of mine are definitely not cult members, have developed a vaccine that will protect you from this virus. I don't trust them. We are also organizing quarantine zones so that anyone who has already been infected can be treated and cared for. My number one priority is the health and happiness of everyone in Tauren. I really hope the good people of Oranos town will help me on this journey. We are supplying vaccines in the northmost building of the town. I strongly encourage everyone to sign up for this program. And all of you need to sign up. If you don't, well, we have to assume you're already infected. After all, this virus affects your behavior. Who would want the vaccine unless you're already infected? So if anyone you know is acting suspiciously, such as speaking against the Augur, please report them to us. We will deal with them. Remember, your safety is our priority. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. I don't trust him. He seems very suspect. Well, that is very, very tempting, I've got to say. Gonna have this, considering it's so common anyway. I think Garchomp's another Pokemon with armor. Man, I'm getting options. Well, in the long run, that actually might be useful. Hmm. Your intuitions are correct, kid. More than you could ever realize. So he has a random side quest for us, eh? Hmm. How interesting. So what was I about to do? Oh yeah. Okay, back to Kepler. Let's see here. There's T-Tar armor. Okay, so, it seems Garchomp doesn't have any armor, but still not bad because it is a heavy hitter. And because this one's traded as well. Man, they're just handing you pseudos like candy at this point. I would use T-Tar, but Sandstream is very bad for most team builds. Unless you build a team entirely around Sandstorm. Ah, there you are. Little trick with Pokemon eggs. The first Pokemon, if it's the first Pokemon in your party, it will actually hatch faster. A lot of people don't really know that. Well, I'm about to do story beats. I better go in with the actual team. I'll try to raise that Gibble and Pupitar off screen though, because they're good. They'll be good Plan B options if I have to do it. Ma'am, I'm very sorry about this, but it's very likely you've contracted the virus. I think I would know. Ma'am, you were caught trying to avoid my team, to avoid a vaccination. That's very suspicious behavior. There's really only one possibility. I'm afraid you'll have to be acquainted. It's quarantined. It's for the good of the region. But you're going to vaccinate me. I won't have the virus anymore. I'm very sorry, ma'am. We just can't take any risks. However, if there's anyone else who you know who is in hiding, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. Oh yes, I can help you. Please don't send me away. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Mrs. Williams. You're doing your region a service. Just report to my friend at the front desk. Get your shot, give him info, and I'm sure we can help you stay safe. Mitsura, are you familiar with the witch trials? They were a long, long time ago, and since the augurs rewritten most of the history books, I wouldn't be surprised if you're not. The story stars a young little girl who wanted to learn witchcraft. To avoid getting in trouble for it, she accused other townsfolk of being witches. Those who didn't confess were hanged. Those who did, and accused others, were allowed to live. The town was a mess within a month. Accusations ran rampant. Everyone threw their friends and family under the bus to save their hides. Some reflection of human nature, huh? It's not very heartwarming, but it works for me. It's a very common strategy amongst dictators and tyrants, letting people off the hook as long as they turn others in. They do the work for you, and it works beautifully well. I don't know exactly how this virus works, or where it comes from, or where it came from, but I'm definitely going to capitalize on its existence. I think I'm done here. I didn't call you in here to monologue. I called you in here to show you exactly why you should be terrified of my cult. Mrs. Williams, please come back in. Have you gotten your vaccination? Yes. Good. We're done here. Stall him while we leave, please. Yes, sir. Beautiful, isn't it? I guess it's hard to tell the difference, considering how empty and brainwashed the people of this region already are. But anyways, I'm in a hurry. Have fun, you two. You must be stalled. Zenith has commanded it. Is her name Ash? Ash Williams. My turn to sweep. Mwahaha! What? What's going on? What happened? The last thing I remember, I need to go. If only they knew, huh? If only they knew. Allergic to Wi-Fi waves? What are you? What? What are you saying, huh? Haha! Perfect switch. Oh dear. Yeah. 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 Like my apartment. Oh my goodness. Letting my opponent set up was probably not a good idea. Is this yet another episode where Ryu cannot talk? Good thing Chandelure are not exactly fast. Still a good Pokemon, though. Well, that was rather convenient. Of course. One fighting type that, why is Lucario like a perfect answer to my entire squad? Yeah, I think I need to reevaluate my team going forward. Of course, why did I do that? Well, I always sort of underestimate Archeops, unfortunately. Hello there. Kid, you gotta help me. My boss is gonna kill me. I'm supposed to be supervising the satellite core tower while he's gone, but somehow something got in and ran havoc on the equipment. The locks are busted. I can't even find whatever's causing the problem. Will you help me? Sure. I mean, I will once I go heal. Go around you. Wow. That's quite a gap for healing. Phantom Force. Too bad I'm not a physical attacker. I'd definitely consider that. So that involves some other Pokemon, apparently. Well, you know, it's a good thing that those are so plentiful around here for whatever reason. I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy IV again. My entire team is messed up, and now I can't seem to find anywhere to heal. I'm the sketchy salesman. Sure, I'll buy your stock. In a sense, all four of these natures are very useful, but jolly. Nothing, because you have to evolve it. Huh. In other news, water is wet. You don't say. Ah, Nitsura, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Nitsura, this is Calreath. He's the gym leader of Amphitrite. Nice to meet you, Nitsura. You've already met my girlfriend, Diana. She called ahead and told me to expect you. I've been looking all over for you two. I've heard all the stories. Kids who took down a cult? It's a bit embarrassing, really. We gym leaders should really be helping you out. I plan on it. Diana and I would love to join you two if you're willing. But I can help you out with much better by introducing you to someone. When I was younger, I lived in the Aroma region. My best friend and I were accomplished Pokemon trainers, and I guess someone took notice. We were both chosen by Pixie Pokemon. My friend was chosen by Victini, and I Manaphy. He works for someone else now. I promised him I'd let him know if I found anyone else chosen by the Pixies. I'd appreciate it if you two could see him. He has an interest in you. There's a cave in the lake to the south. Just continue through, you can't miss it. I promise you, you're on the same side. You have a common enemy, and he said he had something to give you. Come see me when you get back. I run the gym here, after all. You can have your challenge. You can get your badge, and we can discuss strategy. Sound good? Good. Well, that was a nice conversation he had with himself. I'm curious, though. I'm going to head into the cave. I know I shouldn't trust him so easily, but if he really was chosen by Manaphy, it can't be that bad, right? I hope. It'd be nice if you would join me, though. Hopefully I'm not walking into a trap. Geez, we really can't trust anyone, can we? I'll see you in the cave. Tell us how you really feel. It's probably a Delta then, if I were to make a guess. Oh, don't mind me just having Aegis Slash wandering around. I saw what you did there. Okay, the Aegis Slashes were weird enough, but now we have Cophagrigus. You will give me an egg. Not bad. Well, at least you're honest. How does this one have a mall? There's really not much that happens in these. Okay, Mike guy. Hi, you better have burn heal. Gone fishing. How quaint. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Admin Giovanni the Wise? Never mind then. I thought not. It's not a story the gym leaders would tell you. It's a Team Rocket legend. Giovanni was a leader of Team Rocket, so powerful and wise, he could use science to influence DNA and create life. Okay, but actually, have you ever heard of Team Rocket or Giovanni? You really should read a book. That kind of ignorance isn't healthy. I did do a Sidious impression. I've been blaming the RNG this entire time playing this game. Ah, darn. Should evolve that Bulbasaur. Oh well. How would I've known? Delta Shuckle, you say? Hmm. Well, I think I'm going to heal up and save, and I think I'm going to call it quits here because I have a lot of grinding to do, and I don't want to bore you all with it. Plus, I'm getting tired anyway as it is, so I think I'm just going to save here and then call it quits because of that. So, until next time. We will likely be... I want to get to at least level 70 because I would like to be ready for the long haul ahead, you know what I'm saying? And the team is going to be reevaluated. Well, thank you. It's just I don't want to exactly bore anyone by grinding all day. Because it's just going to take forever. Plus, I gotta kind of reevaluate and revamp the team a bit. Because, everything is not the way I want it to be yet. It's like, sure, I'm not one-shotting anything I don't expect it to, but they're one-shotting me. And that's not okay.